So, okay, ready. So, yeah. So, we are going with case scenario number 15 in ICI case scenario booklet. Okay. So, as we already say, or as you already know, whenever case scenario comes, directly go to the questions. Okay. So, a lot of things are happening here. And yes, let's go directly to the question and then let's read back. Hmm? Okay. First question. Let us read. The auditors of the company are in the process of establishing audit strategy. Which of the following is not a factor in establishing the overall strategy in this case scenario? So, Eda, when you hear about the audit strategy, what came to your mind? Can you say which chapter, which essay came to your mind? Strategy. Very good. It is chapter 2, essay 300. Planning in how many elements? And a planning has how many elements? Come on, let's revise. 3 or 2 Pranav? It's basically two elements. First, preliminary engagement activity. In that, three steps: acceptance, ethical requirement, terms. And then you have planning. Planning, you have two. First, strategy and then developing the plan. Plan, you will decide on what nature, timing, and extent of. Plan, you will decide the nature, timing, and extent of what? Audit procedure, risk assessment procedure, further audit procedure, other. Uh, Scope, direction, timing is decided in the strategy. Ada, did you have a small recap of essay 300? Okay. Now, can we go and read the question? Ada, what they want? Idile, which is not a relevant factor in strategy. Can you say? Consideration of 5 branches which are audited by independent auditor. Consideration of wholly owned subsidiary company audited by another audit firm. Expected time of holding of AGM. Extent, nature, timing, and extent of planned procedure, which is not considered in audit strategy. Come on, may I get an answer A, B, C, D, which is not considered in strategy? Anything you can say. Very good. Answer is D. D for dog. Why? Because procedure is a part of. Come on. Procedure is a part of plan. Strategy, characteristics. 5 things will come. Characteristics of engagement, reporting objectives. Others you want to say? uh, Team effort, preliminary engagement activity, and nature, timing, and extent of resources. Can we go to the next? Second question. For priority limited, which benchmark would the engagement partner most likely to use for setting materiality for FS as a whole? And a materiality, essay 320. Around 320, there is a sentence. Materiality, can it be a percentage of revenue? I just wanted yes or no. Revenue ഒരു ശതമാനം ആകാമോ? മുടിയുമോ? Can it be a percentage of revenue? Yes. Percentage of total asset? Yes. Total profit? Yes. Liability? Yes. So usually we take tax. But it can be percentage of revenue, total asset, anything it can be. Now for this, you have to read back the question. Can you read back the question? Now see, Priority Limited is a large company engaged in manufacturing terry towels steady in profit year-to-year basis. And what they say, steady in profit. Profit is steady means, can we use profit as a benchmark? Answer is yes, yes, yes. Now, what if profit was volatile? Volatile means profit is fluctuating. Then you should use a benchmark other than profit. Here, since they have given steady in profit, which benchmark you can use? The best benchmark to use is profit in a percentage. Profit in ഒരു ശതമാനം, profits percentage. So, because of that sentence, answer is, come on guys, A, B, C, D. Answer is C. Okay. Third one, guys. In the given case scenario, assume that engagement partner has decided to increase tolerable misstatement to 10 lakh. Which essay came to your mind while designing the sample? Sample tolerable misstatement. 450 and it is essay 530. Audit sampling. We would have written a list of factors that affect audit sampling. Tolerable misstatement increases. Then sample size increase or decrease? I will explain. Okay, I'm getting both the answer, increase and decrease. And more you can tolerate, less is the sample size. So sample size will decrease. എടാ ഇത്രയും എറർ വരെ വന്നാലും കുഴപ്പമില്ല, കുറവ് നോക്ക്. ഇവളോ എറർ വരെ വന്നാലും പ്രശ്നമില്ല, കമ്മി പാരുങ്ക. എടാ this much error is fine for you, so look less. So more is the tolerable. Okay, I can only tolerate 1 lakh. I can tolerate up to 10 lakh. If you can tolerate up to 10 lakh, fine. Sample should be less or can be less. You can accept more error. Did you understand? Hello, others who said increase, can you reply? So, more you can tolerate. And think of this example now. You can tolerate only 1 lakh, then more sample. You can tolerate up to 10 lakh. More you can tolerate, less procedure, less sample. So, decrease in sample, increase in sample, no effect, not possible to draw inference. So, answer is decrease. I think you made mistake, mark it. Harish, B, it is A, decrease in sample rate. Okay. So that was essay 530. Okay. Then going to the fourth one. While performing the audit procedure on designed sample, the engagement team identified certain misstatement on selected sample and projected these to the entire population. According to these requirements, which of the following is correct? There are 7 steps in sampling. Can we revise that? If you have joined, you should have some kind of use, no? 7 steps in sampling. First sample you will design. Once you design, you will decide on sample size. Once you decide on the size, you will select. Once you select, Jagan, procedure is later. Perform procedure. Now, from the procedure, you will get the deviation and control misstatement, where sample. Now you will project to the population. Then you will evaluate the results. There is a formula, guys. Anomalous misstatement plus, hello, anomalous misstatement in sample plus projected misstatement shall not exceed my materiality, my tolerable level. I hope that revision is okay. Now, can you say anomalous misstatement is best estimate? Projected plus anomalous is the best estimate. projected exceeds tolerable, it's reasonable. When projected plus anomalous exceed tolerable, it is reasonable. See, anomalous plus projected, if it exceeds your tolerable, meaning your materiality, it is unreasonable. So answer is, this you remember, anomalous misstatement plus projected misstatement. That gives the best estimate. Are you clear with case study number? You flow gone. Which case study? 15. AMS anomalous misstatement, PMS projected misstatement. For those who want to know more, common misstatement and anomalous misstatement will happen in sample. When you project the common misstatement to population, it will become projected misstatement. Are you clear? Who asked me doubt? Ade, after every case scenario, I can give you 1 minute rest. Take rest for 1 minute and say proceed. Example, you. Okay, at a cash payment, there is a misstatement. Okay, there are 1,000 cash payment. In that, you want to select. Tell her an example. No, 1,000 cash payment is there, cash ledger. You want to select a sample of, say, 100. In 100, cash payment of salary is misstated. Nizam, that will take a lot of time, Kuta. Our class example will take time. That's why I put a simple example. 100 salary, there is a misstatement. Is it a common misstatement or anomalous misstatement? Salary is a routine payment. A routine payment, there is a misstatement. It is called as the common misstatement. 100, if there is two misstatement, how much may come in 1,000? That is called as projected. You understood? Out of 100, two common items were misstated. So how much can be misstated in 1,000? That is called as the projected. Anomalous is like exceptional, like some compensation is misstated, which doesn't affect the population. It's only one item, compensation to an employee. Can you reply? Okay. And the other example in the class, which we say time will go. And time up. 10 seconds more. With that, let me know by saying proceed. Let's proceed to the next case study. And life is a race. Run, 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 run. Where running? Allah, where are you guys running? Let me know. 16, huh? Okay, 16. Okay, 16 euro. Okay, 16. Case study 16. Can we directly go to the question? Ma'am, why are you doing like this without reading? Whatever approach you follow for the exam, same approach should be done before the exam also, especially last 1 month. So can you read the question? As regarding the exchange of engagement letter between the trust management and auditor is concerned, which of the following is likely to be true? Which essay came to your mind? Engagement letter. Very good. Essay 210. So what trust, what management? I think first para. Bandhu Charitable Trust is considering the appointment of MNO associate as the auditors. Trust is engaged in providing healthcare services. Okay, so trust management means here the client is a trust. So they asked which is true or which is false. Makla, which is true or which is false? True. So can you say which is true? Engagement letter is sent by MNO, CA firm to the trust. It includes reference to the expected form and content of the report issued and a statement that There may be circumstance in which such report may differ from the expected form and content. Engagement letter sent by trust to MNO associates. Can I ask you, as per Essay 210, who sends the engagement letter? Auditor management. Auditor sends to management ECWG. So here they say company or trust client sends. So wrong. In the engagement letter, how many contents are there? And I'm asking you contents. 5. First, scope and objective, then auditor's responsibility, then management's responsibility, പിന്നെ AFRF in preparation of FS, then audit reports, form and content. Actually, there is a hook there. ഒരു പ്രശ്നമുണ്ട്. This engagement letter is given when before even accepting audit, no? So you will include a statement that this is only an expected form of your report. Our report may change if you find something else. നമ്മുടെ റിപ്പോർട്ട് മാറാം. Our report may change if you find something else. Did you understand that? And if you want any explanation to be said in Malayalam or Tamil, which I know, I will say. Let me know, ma'am, please explain in Malayalam. If you say in chat box, I will do. So there will be a sentence that this is only an expected form and content. Our report format will change if we find something in audit. So B is wrong. And why B wrong? Because they said engagement letter will be sent by whom? Client. Wrong. Next, engagement letter is sent by MNO firm to Bandhu. It includes the reference of expected form and content. However, does not include a statement that it may differ. It will include. Engagement letter is sent by MNO associates to Bandhu. It does not include the reference to the expected form. So answer is A. Very good. Ada, you studied 2 things, no? Engagement letter is sent as per Essay 210 by auditor with 5 contents. Last content, you will say this is the expected form and content. However, in the light of findings, it may differ. Maram. It may change. Marala. Are we clear? So that is Essay 210. Earlier also, I've been always saying mostly there will be a question with respect to, you remember we saying always assertion. Now see, considering the issues related to the vehicles described in the case study, identify the appropriate statement. Ada, you have to read back. Can you go to the case study? I think vehicles is here. This is how you have to do for the exam. Alle. While performing the audit procedure, it is noticed by auditors that 2 bills of vehicles were not in the name of the trust. However, payment of these vehicles were through the bank account. Said vehicles are used for the activity of the trust. Which assertion is violated? 2 bills were not in the name of the company. Now, by the way, vehicles is which assertion? Balance sheet or P&L? Basically, account balance, right? So, accuracy is P&L. Balance sheet, what are the assertions, guys? Existence is there. Rights and obligation is there. Valuation or allocation is there. Completeness. Okay, these are the main 4 things. Main, I said. Which one? Is it existence? Is it right? Or is it completeness? This is accuracy P&L. Bill is not in the name of the company, meaning rights, ownership. So answer is rights and obligation. Very good. Can we go to the next? What course of action should the auditor take before the amount payable to the equipment supplier when management has communicated that sending confirmation could negatively impact negotiation process? Confirmation. Essay. 5, not 5. Who said 580? 580 is written representation. Here it is external confirmation. Now, confirmation is 5, not 5. Management refuses. Can we revise? 5, not 5, there is a heading. If management refuses, what are the steps? You will ascertain whether there is any valid or reasonable cause. Enquire. You will evaluate its implications, including the risk of fraud. Perform alternative audit procedure. If it is unreasonable, you will communicate with TCWG, reevaluate, modify. So here, management refuses. I think we will need to read up. This is Q3, I guess. Last 2 years, the auditors sent confirmation request seeking, however, management informs that there is a certain dispute. Had a dispute going on. If you also sent company, third party, there is a dispute. If a disputed person you also sent, then dispute will be more. Appam, is it a valid reason? Answer is yes. So what will you do? You will perform alternative procedure. First option, issue adverse opinion, never. Second option, reasonableness, refusal, perform alternative, withdraw from the engagement, issue disclaimer. So here the answer is B. But is this revision like this helping you rather than just saying A, B, C, D? Hey, that's it, over. Hi, only 3 questions, huh? Hi. With that, case scenario, which is over, 16. So take rest for 1 minute. After that, we will go to 17. I wanted to do 10 case scenario at a stretch. Okay, case scenario 17. Pluto. Again, oh my God, a lot of things are happening. Let it happen. Okay. And so, yes, I found a little mistake here. I'm just editing it. It should be 1, 4, 3, I guess. Yeah. First one. Which of the following assertions are discussed with respect to employee benefit expenses? Again, started off a assertion. Employee benefit expenses. Can you go in search of employee benefit expenses in the question? Someone help me. Here. Hey, employee benefit expenses. Which item? P&L, balance sheet, P&L. And a P&L means class of transaction. Class of transaction. Now, what are the main assertion? AOCCC. Accuracy, otherwise called as measurement. Occurrence, cutoff, completeness classification. First, can you read? Makla, read. Employee benefit expenses recorded in the books were actually incurred in the relevant period. Incurred, nadannu, took place. Danya, took place. It actually incurred, took place. Tell in your own language, Malayalam or Tamil or Hindi, whatever it is you say. Took place, nadannu, taken, nadandadu. So, first is occurrence. It pertains. Next, expense in respect of all personnel has been accounted for. Tell in your own language. Elam, all, everyone's. Completeness. Next, expenses recognized during the period pertains to current period. Whatever recorded is that period. How many times you were saying cut off? Now you say cut off. How happy? Smiled, happy. You guys were saying cut off from the very beginning. Okay, cut off. So now can you go back to the question? Occurrence, completeness, cut off. So that's the order. Occurrence, completeness, cut off. So answer is 2, 4, 3. And am I correct? 2, 4, 3. So answer is B. I think there was a printing mistake in the booklet. That's why. So answer is B. And are we clear? Can you say proceed? If that's clear, come on, life's a race. Proceed. Okay. Question 2. Whether disclosure of dividend under the liability head during the 22-23 is appropriate. A dividend. Can you go in search of dividend? Yeah. Can you read dividend and say? During the year, it was noted that dividend to equity shareholder for the year was declared on 15/4, which is recognized as a liability. And a dividend declared after balance sheet date. Which which essay came to your mind? Essay, which one? AS4, essay 560. And as per your AS4, events occurring after balance sheet date, is adjusting or non-adjusting event? Earlier also we have discussed, I guess. It is an example of non-adjusting events. Non-adjusting means disclosed, adjusted. It should be disclosed. Adjustment will happen in the next year. So can you say which is the option? It should be recognized in the year irrespective whether the date of declaration. It should be recognized equally. Amount should not be recognized as liability, it should be disclosed. Neither recognized as liability or disclosed. So answer is, it should be recognized only in the next year. Now it should be disclosed. Any doubt, let me know. I will explain. Okay, proceed. Thank you. Frisch pointed out that method followed in obtaining debtor's confirmation in previous year was not as per essay 505. Therefore, Messrs. Saha and Associates should reperform the same in the correct manner. They select the most appropriate procedures among the following. So, external confirmation, already they themselves said. Can you say once more, which is say 505? Debtors confirmation. Let's read the option, then we will explain. As per 505, confirmation should be obtained directly by auditor. Here, confirmation should be obtained by auditor, client. It should be obtained directly by auditor. So that's correct. For all significant balance as on balance sheet date, should be collected for small should be collected and for smaller outstanding random sampling should be performed. This option seems correct or incorrect. Auditor, balance as on balance sheet date. For small balance, you can take random sampling. This seems correct or incorrect? So, Danya, correct or incorrect, Kuta? Answer, this option seems to be correct, but let's wait. It is okay to obtain confirmation through the client's. Do I need to verify? I mean, read the balance? No. Why? You can't obtain through client. Cut off. Cut off. Na. Cut. As per 505, confirmation should be obtained directly by auditor. Very good. Whereas random can be done for all data irrespective of amount. Hello? Hey, you select the confirming party based on the amount value. So these two wrong. Either auditor or client can obtain confirmation. Cut. As per 505, two sentences there. External confirmations are direct written response by auditor. One more sentence. Auditor shall maintain control over designing the confirmation request. So answer is clearly A. Aha, again assertion. Which assertion has been affected in fixed asset? Can we go in search of fixed asset? Fixed asset. La. Fixed asset. Did you see fixed asset? I think this one. Fish also observed in addition to the 50 lakh during the year supported. However, on Fruitney, it was found out that some were not in the name of the company. Some assets were not in the name of the company. Company Allah, it's not the companies. Without even going to the option, you can say, nah, it is rights and obligation. Question 4. See, existence means whether it is there as on balance sheet date. Completeness means nothing is omitted. Measurement is P&L account. Okay, value. Rights and obligation means it is there. Company's name. So answer is rights and obligation. Last one. Cash and cash equivalents were not properly classified by the client. Which of the following is incorrect disclosure of the same? The cash and cash equivalents, which won't come, they are asking. Balances with bank will come. Check and demand drafts on hand, it will come. Cash on hand will come. Earmark balances with bank, yes, that won't. So answer is D. Schedule 3 disclosure requirements. So take rest for 1 minute. Any doubt or anything like she asked no example of sample, let me know when we rest. I can tell you. എന്തെങ്കിലും doubt ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ഇപ്പൊ ചോദിച്ചോ. If you have any doubt, let me know. I can explain with small examples. So guys, what's up? We are finished. Which case study we just finished? 17 over, na? Wow. So next one is 18. Once you are ready, put ready. Okay. Ready? Okay. Let me take. Okay. Case study 80. Okay, guys, get ready for the takeoff. Okay. And is that technique working out? Going back to the case study after reading question. Ipam, I think you guys are used to that technique, na? Otherwise, what will happen? First, you'll read passage, pin a question, then again you have to read the passage. Your time will go two times. Examiner, 3 hours most efficient. So, but you need practice. Okay, read. As regards the doubt of Mr. Ram in the last para, how cute. They themselves said last para. Shosho. Which of the following statement is likely to be in accordance with essay? Can we read last para? Ram is one of the members raised a doubt. He had inquired regarding recourse available in case management makes it clear before acceptance regarding the inability to support them in respect of certain procedure expected to be performed during audit. In this respect, specific questions were raised relating to the confirmation. So they are not giving some kind of support. So what is the recourse available? What is the word meaning of recourse? Recourse means what is the solution in the option ullada? What is the solution available? They are not giving him some access or something. Okay. First, auditor needs to inquire the reasons for the refusal, perform alternative procedure, obtain relevant evidence. Auditor needs to evaluate implication, risk assessment, perform alternative, obtain evidence. Should not accept. Needs to evaluate implication, risk on fraud, alternative, reliable evidence. Can you say which is the best out of the lot? B, C. Okay, what about others? B. Okay, I'm getting two answers, B. Okay, most are saying B. Now A. Can someone say D also? Okay, I get three answers. Other than D, I got everything else. 1 second. Da, you didn't read that case study properly. See, when this limitation happened, can someone say this limitation is before accepting the audit? As per Essay 210, if the limitation before acceptance of audit is there, that would arise in disclaimer of opinion, you will not accept the audit. Now, Essay 705 says if there is a limitation after accepting the audit, you will perform alternative. Still, if you can't give disclaimer. Difference മനസ്സിലായോ? If it is before acceptance, it is 210. Don't accept. If it is big limitations. If it is after acceptance, it is SA 705. You will perform alternative. Still, if you can't, you will give disclaimer or qualified depending upon pervasiveness. Here it is when is the limitation? Before acceptance alle. So, answer is not B, not A. It is hello, before acceptance, na. So, knowing this, you should not have accepted. Your precondition is violated. I think you guys missed to read that. Ma'am, you didn't stress that. Yes, knowingly only I didn't stress. I hope you understood 210 will apply if it is before audit, 705 will apply if it is after audit. Mark that. Mark you. Next one. When CA Kishan, the partner, asked about preconditions for an audit, Mr. Arun could recollect only few. Which of the following were missed? Obtaining management responsibility regard. And what are the preconditions? Can you recall, please? How many preconditions are there as per essay? Which essay? 210. And only two preconditions. One, AFRF should be acceptable. Second, obtain an agreement from the management. In the agreement, three things. They should prepare FS, internal control, access to auditor. In that access to auditor, three things. Access to books, additional information, and unrestricted access to people. 2, 3, 3. This is precondition, Makla. Is this a precondition specific aspects governing? Uh-uh. Obtaining management responsibility regarding standards on auditing. And SC is applicable to the auditor, not to the company. Is that a precondition? Obtaining management responsibility for preparation of FS as per AFRF. Is that a precondition? Yes. Obtaining management responsibility on necessary internal controls, preparation of FS free of material misstatement due to fraud or error. Is that a precondition? Yes. So 1 and 2, no. 3 and 4, yes. So answer is C. 3 and 4. Are you following? Next one. Identify the incorrect factor mentioned by Mr. Kumar regarding the need for a revision of engagement letter. Can we revise as per essay 210? Recurring audits. Recurring means you are the auditor in last year, you are the auditor in current year also. Do we need to give a engagement letter? Answer is no, except in some 8 cases or so, 8 or 9 cases. So, what are the cases? Senior management change, significant change in ownership, nature of business, then changes in law, changes in AFRF, then AFRF law, I said changes in reporting method, any misunderstanding, any specific terms. Here, significant change in ownership, yes, you have to revise. Recent change in management, yes. Changes in AFRF, yes. Modest change. To have attended the class, we would have written inside modest change not required. You remember? Answer is D. Modest means it's a very small. Only significant we need. Modest means kuti, small. Last one. Messrs. Sripath and Co. have failed to respond to incoming auditors. In this regard, choose the most appropriate option. A, I think earlier also when we discussed, I said something. Failing to advise is what? A failed to advise, fail to respond. Which fundamental principles? Fail to advise. You are not advising the company. Are company AS is applicable. Are company CFS is applicable. Shahule, I'm talking about failing to advise, Kuta. Failing to advise. Come on, reply to what I'm asking. Akashay, failing to advise. Failing to advise is professional competence. You're not exercising. Whereas failing to respond, failing to reply is always professional behavior. Do you remember we bifurcated in it? So here, what is happening? You fail to respond. So without even reading down, can you say objectivity does not involve violation competence professional behavior? Answer is very clearly it is professional behavior. Objectivity means it is influence. Competence is like skill, knowledge. Behavior is something which we were talking now. Are we clear with this? So I think that's it. With that, case study, which one? 18 is over. And for those who don't know, failing to advise, as we said there, failing to advise is most of the cases it is professional competence. Failing to respond is professional behavior. So guys, a lot of things is happening. Why don't we celebrate? Let us celebrate, na? Ajuju. Where's the BGM? Some BGM. Always we. ఏం BGM దర్శన్ okay 30 seconds more after that with that same like that BGM with the same what you call energy come back to business guys 30 seconds more okay where's my screen it's here. So 10 more seconds, put the countdown and let me row. We'll start with case scenario, flow gone. Which case scenario, flow which, flow gone? 19, sorry. Okay, sure. Why you should have all the fun? You should promote me. Then only I will proceed. Why you should have all the fun? I will also have fun, na? Unless you say proceed, I won't proceed. Pora, patadu. Okay, fine. I'll proceed. Yo. Case scenario 19. Okay. Enough. Directly we'll go to the question. Where is the question? Okay. First one, since it is impracticable for B to attend the physical counting of inventory at the warehouse, and it became impossible to perform alternative procedure to obtain evidence regarding existence and condition of inventory. Hello, what came to your mind when you heard about this? Essay 5, not 1. See, when you hear about the inventory in auditing, what all should come to your mind? One, Caro should come, essay should come, Caro clause 2, and AS should come. Will you quote all three in your exams? No. AS will come only if it is valuation related question. Essay will come if it is audit procedure, audit evidence about inventory existence and condition. Caro, when it will come, wherever you go, I am there. That is Caro, reporting requirements. Here they have asked you about existence and condition. I mean, evidence, procedure. So it is essay, 5, not 1. So, Eda, unable to attend, impossible. So, what you have to do? Perform alternative. Even alternative is impossible. Then you have to modify the procedure. So, first option they said take management representation. And a management representation essay 580, that is not sufficient. Rely on perpetual inventory record. Then why are you appointed? You can't rely. Omit altogether. You can't omit. So modify the opinion. Which opinion will you give? Modify, okay. Which opinion will you give? Eh? Modify, okay. Which opinion? Qualified, adverse, or disclaimer? It should be either qualified or disclaimer, depending upon dash that word. Pervasiveness. Not sufficient and appropriate, depending upon the pervasiveness. It says 705. Started off. Assertions. Read. Which assertion concerning employee benefit expenses were taken into considered were verified by B? I think you should read above. Where is employee benefit expense? This para. Can you read this para? The company had spent huge employee benefit expenses. B instructed his assistants to test the control and had sent employee. After being satisfied that controls were maintained, instructed to bifurcate employee benefit expenses on ESPP and staff welfare expenses. Which one? Whether it has been properly bifurcated. Bifurcated means it is divided. Is it occurrence? Is it measurement, completeness, or disclosure? Okay, classification is the correct word. But is there a classification word here, Danya? No. So what is the best option? Presentation. Is there a word presentation here, Kuta? No. So choose the most appropriate, na? Answer is disclosure. So what you guys were right. Classification, presentation. Since it is not there, choose disclosure. Bifurcated, meaning properly presented, classified, disclosed. Can I proceed? Third. Due to tight deadlines, CAB has insufficient time to perform or complete the relevant duties. He has to sign off clean audit report. Which fundamental principles of professional ethics are disregarded? Ayyo, sorry, I did not have time, so I'm giving the clean report. I think this question we have discussed. And if I'm saying like this and without even verifying, I'm giving a report. What am I violating? Integrity means I'm giving a false report. It's not false. It's like I'm not exercising due care. I'm not exercising due care. Behavior means disrepute. Objectivity means influence. So answer is A. You have to exercise due care. Otherwise, you will be held liable. Can I proceed to last question? Undue dependence on the fees creates which threat? Uh, Undue dependence on fees. From a single client, you are getting a huge fee. Fee means it is money, 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 money. Kasha, 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 kasha. Self-interest. Intimidation threat comes when? Can you say the keywords? Intimidation threat comes when you are being deterred. Deterred means prevented. Familiarity comes when close relationship, sympathy, empathy. Advocacy comes when promotes the client. With that, that question is also over. മക്കളെ, life is short. Smile da, ചിരിക്കൂ. ചിരിയുங்களே, ചിരിക്കൂ. Which question was over? 19, huh? So take 1 or 2 minutes rest, then we will proceed. Now, guys, let me know why this guy is saying. My friend is saying life is short. Then why we stress, anxious, right? Yes, Ada. So let me talk 1 minute about based on your APJ. I'll say. See, guys, let me say one thing. Life is very short. That I do agree. Time is running, 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 running. We can't stop the time. It's like, especially I've seen the final students, those who qualify and come to meet me. It's like I saw them in the inter class just now. They are practicing, and I'm seeing the students which I've taught them. It's like six. I met a student last week. It's like 6 years. 2019, I taught him. And now 6 years he's in practice. It's like running. So, as he rightly said, life is short. Why are you stressing? Why are you anxious? You are 101% right. But at times, a little bit of stress is good, especially when it is our CA exam. Stress is good, but I will say that it should be limited. To an extent, stress in everything. Little bit of stress is good, but it should not affect your physical as well as your mental health. Mm? So take care of that. All people cannot handle the stress in the same level. Am I correct? Hello, can you reply? Because I've seen in my career, it's been almost going to be 16 plus years. So I've seen students who are exceptionally good in studies, but when it comes to the exams, maybe because of the stress, they collapse. Collapse in the sense, exam when it comes, they are not able to perform because of the stress. Such situation, you should take care. When you're studying, it's fine. Exam, it should not affect negatively. So, and Altaf, thank you for pointing out really well. You guys, I always say let us start. I always say concentrate on the process, trust the process, result will be in your favor. But you have to do the process really, really well with your 100 or 200% dedication. How to do that? That you will know by yourself. So without delay, let's start. Hello, where are you? Boyo. May I have a proceed? Let's talk after the session. Mhm. My flow gone, guys. Case scenario 20. Sure. Okay, 20. Okay. Can we go directly to the question? A lot of things are happening as usual. Oh my God, we are hearing cooperative society. When I ask about cooperative society, none of the students usually speak up. Please, you guys speak. Okay. Say, in case of differences of opinion among the joint auditors, what course of action while taking or issuing the audit report? Could I say, please? 299. Whenever there is a differences of opinion among the joint auditors, they will not be bound by dash. Not bound by. Can you say the keyword? Not bound by what? Very good. Not bound by majority. They will issue separate audit report where they will add, which para they will add? Other matter para as per essay 706. So which is the correct option? Majority. They have to agree with the majority. Separate report in the common audit report. Hey, separate opinion, they said. Separate report. And a separate opinion, separate report. It's not separate opinion. It is separate report as such. So if there is three auditors, three separate report. So answer is D. It's not separate opinion. It is separate report, not opinion. Next. The securities premium account of Pawan Limited cannot be applied for which of the following purposes? Law students, items in FS. Section. Section the share capital audit, section 52. Securities premium account can be applied for 5 purpose, right? Like writing of the preliminary expenses, discount on issue of shares, buyback, fully paid up redemption, premium on redemption, etc. Which you cannot apply, they are asking, which you cannot apply. Writing of debit balance and P&L, commission, etc. Buying back of its own shares, paying up fully paid up shares. Answer is A. Those things are important. Discount on issue of shares, premium, sweat equity shares, bonus issue, buyback. Share capital. Next one. CAI, who is in charge of audit of Nand society, wants to ensure that society has contributed for charitable purpose within the limits. How much is the society allowed to contribute for charitable purpose? Madam, in chapter number 9, cooperative society. Do you know there are certain limitations or certain restriction? Can we revise that in 1 or 2 minutes? There are some limitation. First, there is a limitation on shareholding. Are you aware? A shareholder cannot hold more than percentage. I'm not going into detail. Then loan in a restriction under. You cannot give loans. Only can be given to the member. Other than member, loan cannot be given. Exemptions are there. Then borrowings. There are exemption. Borrowings can be from members and non-members. Then investment should be only in approved modes. Then the sum continue. Next one. Charitable purpose. Investment in charity. Then investment for education funds. Before you do this, there should be transferred to reserves. Profit should be transferred to reserves. There are 6 limitations. I said no, whenever I come to charitable or cooperative society, response will be less. How much can you contribute to charity is the question. How much? You can transfer up to 10% of profit after transfer to reserve or before transfer to reserve. 10% of profit after transfer to reserve. That's a direct thing which you have to revise. So which is the answer, guys? Contribute an amount not exceeding 10% after compulsory transfer. Not 20. So answer is A. Last. Which of the following need not be included by the audit team as a part of audit documentation during the respective assignments? Audit documentation, essay. Danya, you are ready. 230. A audit documentation is a record of dash plus dash plus dash. Audit procedure, audit evidences, audit conclusion. Which is not included in audit documentation. Can you reply? Contract agreement, engagement letter, significant matter, checklist, ABCD. Answer is B. See, one thing is examples they have given in the material in that significant matter, summaries of significant matter, checklist, all these are there. This engagement letter is not an audit procedure, not an evidence, not a conclusion. So that's not an audit documentation. With that, hello. With that, we have done with which question? Question number 20. Sure. Take rest. After that, we will go to 21. Hello, all good? 21. You can smile, guys. You know why? Question is very simple. And just 3 questions are there. Chirikada, smile, life is short. Abdu, chirikendo prashna unnalloda. Ade, till now we have discussed this much question. After hearing all these questions, what is in your mind about audit concepts? I'll put the BGM. Let me know what is in your mind. Villain-ஆ ஹீரோவா? Hello, I'm asking you about auditing. Middle, villain, hero, villain, what is this, guys? What was that? Hillian? Hillian was a new thing. Anyway, both hero and villain, I don't know what is happening. Come on, let's start with 21. BGM taken back. 21. Proceed. Hmm. Okay, easy question. Uh, Financial events or conditions that may cause significant doubt on entity's ability to continue as going concern does not include. Which essay, by the way? 570. 570 going concern has three indicators: financial, operational, and other indicator. So they wanted which is not a financial indicator. Complying with the agreement of loans, inability to pay creditors on the due dates, shortage of key supplies, substantial operational loss, which is not a financial indicators. Answer is a shortage of key supplies. And a shortage of key supplies is which indicator? That is operational, operating indicators. Now, next, which type of audit report will auditor issue if going concern basis is appropriate, but material uncertainty exists? Adequate disclosure of uncertainty is made in FS by management. Others, I'm waiting for your answer. ABCD, you say. Answer is, who said disclaimer? Answer is C, unmodified. And you remember, as per essay 570, there are three cases basically: case 1, case 2, case 3. Case 1, like going concern is inappropriate. What opinion you will issue? Inappropriate means adverse. Second, going concern is appropriate. Uncertainty is there, which is disclosed, meaning unmodified opinion you will issue with MU and GC para. This is the fifth element in your audit report as per SA 700. Title, address, opinion, basis. You remember title, address, opinion, basis, MU and GC fifth para. Now, if it is not disclosed, you will modify, qualify, or adverse. If management is unwilling, again you will modify. Disclaimer. So here it is this case now. Going concern is appropriate, but they have disclosed. So you'll give unmodified opinion with uncertainty para. Third, if auditor is of the opinion that written representation are not reliable, what opinion you will give? Makle, Shahul, no need. You won't give emphasis of matter para, you will give MU and GC para, which is the fifth content. And unreliable means you gave something, I can't rely. It's like what opinion you will give? Disclaimer, adverse, unmodified with UMB or OMB. Unreliable means it's equivalent to I've not got. evidence. They gave me, I cannot believe. It is like I have not obtained sufficient and appropriate evidence. So it's not adverse. You can't give unmodified. So answer is disclaimer. Unmodified, you can't give. Makle, Chello, I said no. You will like this question. Very small. Basically, with respect to essay 570 going concern and written representation is 580. Look at the time, guys. We have how many more minutes to finish? See, if written representation is not given, basically it should be disclaimer because without written representation, you can't finish off your audit. Written representation is a necessary audit evidence. It's not a substitute, but it's a necessary evidence. So basically, it should be disclaimer. It can be qualified also. India wants to know. Can I proceed? Pervasive basis. Shahul, I hope you're okay. Kuta, come on, proceed. 22. Mhm. Uh-huh. Hey, drawing power bank audit is coming. Okay. What audit procedure should auditor perform to check the ownership of commercial property discussed in the scenario? Commercial property. Commercial property. And a commercial property means it is immobile property, something immobile property. So, the auditor should ask the management to obtain confirmation from the bank for holding the original title deeds pledged the immobile property. The auditor can obtain a list of immobile property from the management along with the representation. If the auditor is unable to verify the original deed for the pledged property qualified, auditor can assume immobile property without obtaining representation. Eda, I'll say something. I've done the audits wherein our client's property will be pledged with the bank. നമ്മൾ എന്ത് ചെയ്യും എന്നെ பண்ணுவீங்கடா what will you do? You say our client's property is pledged with the bank. So how will you see the property? By seeing the Adharam, what you call the Pramanam, title deeds. Title deeds is lying with whom? Ada, pledged. A mortgage with the bank. It's mortgage actually, mobile. Mortgage. You will obtain a confirmation from the bank. That's how we do. So which is the correct option? Can you see? Request a confirmation, list of immobile property. So answer is, since it is pledged with the bank, it is mortgaged with the bank. From the bank, you will obtain confirmation and you'll proceed. You can't just obtain a written representation alone. You can't qualify merely because the original is not there. So answer is A. Next. Which assertion is the auditor evaluating while verifying the existence of vendors and actual receipt of raw materials by the company? Existence of vendors, actual receipt of goods and raw materials by the company. Raw materials. Aishwarya, raw materials kutta. Raw materials P&L account balance sheet. Raw materials receipt, purchase, receipt, P&L. P&L accounts accuracy or measurement, occurrence, cut-off, completeness, classification. Actual receipt, meaning whether it is actually took place, whether they got. So answer is, isn't it occurrence? See, she said existence. For vendor's existence, it is obtaining external confirmation. You see items in FS chapter? Did you understand? So answer is occurrence. And may I have proceed? Excuse me. If this is clear. Next is a very general question, but it's there in the items in FS chapter. If you see, what could be the possible reasons for issuing the credit notes after the end of the year as mentioned in the above case? See, for some fake adjustments, etc., what they will do is after 31st March, they will issue some fake credit notes. Why it has been done? Fictitious sales by the team to meet the targets, cancel out the sales later with the credit note. Ensuring corrections are reflected. Issues arise lead to customer dissatisfaction. Credit note may be issued to resolve disputes amicably. Such adjustment may be based on negotiations of changes in the market condition post change. They will issue later on. Answer is A. Items in FS they'll say. So it's all fake adjustment for year end, for meeting the targets, etc. In the given case, drawing power, calculate. Can someone calculate for me? Calculator illa. Can you calculate for me, please? Drawing power is equal to stock plus debtors. Stock is how much? 125. From stock, what will you minus? Damaged goods. So 120. From that, what will you minus? Creditors. So what is the 70? Don't run, guys. What is 70 called as? For exam, even minute calculation. Eligible is also okay. Paid stock also you can write. Eligible or paid stock. Now from this you will minus the margin. How much is the margin on stock? 25. 70 to 25 is how much? And I'm not calculating, I'm blindly believing on you. 17.5 ano. So minus you, how much is minus when you minus? 52.5 na. Debtors is 50. Old debtors 10. 40 is called as eligible debtors. Margin is 40. 40, 40. 16. If you minus 24. Add 76.5. Stock plus debtors will come for which kind of loan? Bank audit. Which kind of loan? Stock plus debtors will come. CCOD. I think similar question we have done. So answer is 76.5. 0.5. With that, question number 22 is over. Hey, all going good? Take rest for 1 minute, guys. Then we will go to 2023. Take rest. La, 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 la. Okay, 30 seconds. Calm down. 30 seconds more to calm down. With that calm down, let's start. Okay? I want all to be with full energy in 30 seconds.
Baby, gon' give me your lo 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 wo 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 wo. You got me like wo 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 wo. Shawty gon' give me your lo 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 wo 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 wo. I see this fine girl from my party, she wear yellow. Every other girl they do too much, but this girl mellow. When you know my confidence, go they come alive.
And my hips make you cry when I'm moving around you. Calm down, dance with me and take the lead now, lead now. Got you so high that you can't calm down, calm down. Don't you ask, you know you're allowed.
Calm down is over now. Calm down. Now we'll start. My calm down is over, guys. Aha. Where is the calm down going? Guys, all okay. All go back, go back, go back, get back to business. Come on. Let's go to case scenario 23. Come on, guys. Calm down is over. So 23, yeah. Oh, yeah. Actually, you have to say the answer. Huh? The auditor has performed procedure to obtain evidence about design and implementation of controls. Which of the following is more reliable audit evidence relating to application of controls? Eda, they are not asking you which is the more reliable evidence. They are asking you which is the more reliable evidence regarding control is applied in the company. അവര് properly control apply ചെയ്തു. Apply பண்ணிருக்காங்க. They have applied properly. Chapter 3. Observing the application of controls, inspecting the documents, inquiry of application, studying the design. See, which is least reliable? Least reliable is inquiry, cut off. Just studying may not help you. A, B, see, they are not asking you about, for your documentary purpose, they are asking you application that they have applied properly. You need to obtain that they are applied in the company. Application. So I will ask you a very simple question. I want to know that, for example, Danya. Okay, in our example, Danya. Danya, I want to know that she had written the last day's homework well. Do I need to inspect or do I need to go and see whether she has done? She has applied. Observe. But if you see essay 500, documentary is more reliable than observation. But here, whatever you are observing will be also documented later on. So, observing will give you more evidence about the control, which you will document also. Whatever I have observed, I will write. Okay, Danya has written well. I will also write and keep. So answer is A. Why? Inspecting document may be fabricated. So whatever I have observed, I will document for future reference also. So answer is A. Did you understand? Hello? An application. No. Examination and evaluation of control is indispensable postal for CA Neil. It provides him necessary comfort relating to completeness of accounting information. However, review of internal control of the entity will not enable him to know. We study evaluation of control benefits in chapter number 3. Which will not be one of the advantages of evaluating the control. Whether frauds and errors are likely, whether internal audit department is operating effectively, opinion needs modification, administration control. Those who have the class notes, please see chapter number 3, benefits of understanding of control we would have written, benefits of evaluation of control we would have written. They are asking you benefits of evaluation. Answer is, they're asking you which is not a benefit. Answer is C. C. Why? As an auditor, you are not going to express an opinion on internal control. Our opinion is only on FS. So, when you evaluate control, you will know evideano control weak, where control are weak, their frauds or error are likely. That you can evaluate. Whether internal audit department is there, you can evaluate. Where proper admin is there, you can evaluate. But whether your opinion needs modification, that you have to see FS. You can't see control and decide whether you need to modify. Makla, did you understand? Answer is C. Next. As regards weakness identified by the auditor in control system, which of the following represents significant deficiencies in control? Which essay came to your mind when you read this? Two essays are there. Is it 315? Wait. I want a clarity over there. 315, 260, 265. Can you say the difference between all these standards, please? 315 is identifying and assessing the risk. 260 is communicating with TCWGR. 265 is internal control deficiency. Here is it 315, 260 or 265? They asked about internal control deficiency. So is it 265 or 315? Answer is, it is essay 265. So can you reply? Which of the following will constitute significant deficiencies? Not performing bank reconciliation statement, not performing bank reconciliation statement, and lack of proper purchase order reconciliation, not performing bank reconciliation, purchase order not verifying cash, lack of insurance. Significant deficiency means one or more deficiencies that merits attention of Uparwala, TCWG. So which one is the significant deficiency? One or more deficiency, which is C. Are you following? Last one. 4. Which of the following is most correct as per 265? Here 265 who has to send to whom? Auditor has to send to management TCWG a letter with two things. One, you will state the deficiencies with the its potential effect. Then you will say our duty is only to express opinion on the FS. Our opinion is not on internal control. You are just communicating those which I have identified. To communicate deficiencies in internal control with the management, communicate internal control along with the effect, communicate deficiency along with the effect to provide information and opinion, communicate effect along with the potential effects, information to management. C or D? Makle C or not D or no? C or D? Hello, others, can you reply? Answer is D. You know why? You are not going to express opinion on internal control. Our opinion is not on control. Our opinion is only on FS. തെറ്റാണോ? Gear up, gear up, gear up, gear up, gear up. Last question for the session. Makle, unless you gear up, how can we proceed? Hello, gear up, guys. May I have a last proceed? Question number 24. Let's do it, guys. Okay, last question for this session. He limited something and all happening. Okay, first one. Which sampling technique they have used for the following? So can you go and check which technique they have used for power, office, travel, sales? Oh, a lot of things are happening. Random number tables are used for selection of sample for power and fuel. And I say sampling is say 530. So which one they have used? Random number, na? So it is simple random. Second, for office stationery, unstructured method is used. Unstructured method means it is haphazard. Transaction exceeding 8,000 was selected for the traveling expense. Exceeding 8,000 is enough. Others you do not needed. Amount means it is. 1 second. Amount means it is monetary. Okay. Next. Take 200 sales invoice from the sales book of the month of July. Continuous contiguous item. 200 block. Random haphazard monetary block. Can you say which is the correct option? Random Second is haphazard, monetary, block. So answer is C. So that was essay 530. This you need not even go up, you can say. Which audit procedure we have to perform for comparing the salary expense? Comparing. Substantive analytical. TOD is for material misstatement. TOB is part of. Can I know? TOD is, test of balances is part of test of details, where you check the balance sheet item. Test of control is finding the deviations in internal control. Last one. Which of the following is not a part of Gegen's responsibility with respect to inventory held in third party? Which essay came to your mind? Inventory held with a third party, 501. Which is not his responsibility. Request confirmation from third party. Perform independent valuation of inventory based on that company's control. Allow him to physically inspect. Review the agreement. This question we discussed. The confirmation is the first one which we do. Agreement, all these. See, independent valuation is the sole responsibility of that company. You can't do. നമ്മളല്ല ചെയ്യേണ്ടത്, അത് ആ മാനേജ്മെന്റ് ചെയ്യേണ്ടത്. That respective management has to do. It is not us. നമ്മ പണ്ട വേണ്ട. It's the sole responsibility of that company. Oh, that's it, guys. So yes, with that, block sampling up. Block sampling means you take continuous items or contiguous items. Say for example, Jagan, what you do is, ഇപ്പം April last or March last you take. March last risky na. So March last you take from March 27 to 31st transaction appdi eduthuruva. You take the transaction like continuous item. You will take block appdiye. Show one simple example. Class where there are 100 students from first bench. Wow, both of us said same example. 100 students are there. I'll take from first bench 10 students. Hey, that girl wants to do one more question. What about others? Who all voting for one more question? All of you? Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. We declared that as a last question since you guys say, okay, one more. Okay, we'll stop with 25th question. Divya, thanks to you. Okay, can we do 25? Seriously, that's the last one, huh? Ira, what came to your mind when you saw this name of the company, financial year, prepared by, reviewed by essay 300? Actually, this is audit, draft of the audit program. Makla, this is draft of audit program. Okay, let's go. Question 1. Which of the following would not form part of explanation given by P to Rahul? Where is P? Where is Rahul? Can you go in search of P and Rahul? Here. Scope of audit to include the following statements. The scope of audit to include the following statements. Scope of audit. Essay. Chapter 1, the essay. 200. Scope of audit has how many points? 4 points. First point is yeah, I think yeah. Coverage of audit, we will see. Then you will obtain relevant and reliable, sufficient evidence. Then you will go for proper disclosures. Then you will obtain opinion. You will go for a conclusion. Okay. Now that is one part. Then engagement letter, essay, and I'm giving you sum up of the entire case study. Let me take one more minute. Essay 210. Recurring audits, do you need to give engagement letter? No. There are few exceptions like recent change in senior management, then significant changes in nature of the business, ownership, then changes in law, misunderstanding, etc. Then the draft which you saw above, is it audit program or audit plan or audit strategy? The draft above is audit program, but audit strategy and audit plan, if it is asked, you will quote as per essay 300. Program, it's a general topic which is not as per essay 300, it's a general. Planum, strategy, essay 300. Are you clear? So these are the main contents of this case study. So can I proceed to the question now? Which of the following do not form part of the engagement letter which is given? A recent change in senior management, significant change in size of the entity, changes in legal, replacement by K by P. K by P means changes in engagement partner. Answer is C. Which of the following statement included by Rahul in revised engagement letter is incorrect? Revised letter, they say scope of audit. Statement 1, statement 2, statement 3, statement 4. I think we have to read above. Statement 1, relevant and sufficiency of evidence, proper disclosure, responsibility of auditor to prepare FS, coverage of all aspects. Which statement is false? Maklai, which statement is false? Statement 3. It is not responsibility of auditor to prepare FS. Are you following? So it is statement 3. This we have already discussed. Which extract you have found? Planner, programmer, guidelines, or procedures are? Answer is audit. Audit program. Last. Okay. Which audit procedure performed before audit report of Messrs. Fox India is not as per SA 560? Makla, what is SA 560? Subsequent events. which is not as per SA 560 they're asking. Obtain an understanding about procedures established by the company, enquiries of management, reading the interim FS, reading the minutes book of meetings held up to 31st March. Out of these four, which is not as per 560 to verify subsequent events. ഏതാണ് അല്ലാത്തത് അല്ല. You have to verify minutes book of meeting during the year or after the year. After the year. They said minutes book up to 31st March. No use. If you want to know about subsequent events, meaning after. So answer is, did you see, guys? Either false. Obtaining understanding is correct. Enquiry of management is correct. Reading the latest interim is also correct. This, if it was after balance sheet, it would have been correct. They said in the year, wrong. In the year, subsequent events you can't identify. So answer is 4. Why this Kolaveri guys? 4. Are you happy? Hello? Happy? Happy ആണോ അല്ലയോ? Hello, you wanted one more question? I've given. So guys, play the winning BGM. We have achieved our 25. I think we discussed a lot of questions, right, in this session. Wow, we have reached till. We have reached till. Which question? Yes, 25 and yeah, I should thank you for your support, guys. You only asked me to do next. Really appreciated you. And let me say one more thing, keep up this, what you call your energy. I always say to the students, be positive, spread positivity, and always try to love what you do. Premikya love pannanga. What? Auditing. Not only auditing, whatever you do in life, try to love that, love what you do, so that it also try to love you back. So don't keep auditing as a villain. Try to study with the concept and context. If you have any doubts, anytime I'm there. Let's continue our relationship virtually. Okay, that's it.